A very, very good evening to each and every one of you, and a very warm welcome to this launch of our FIRE hashtag 2020 series of webinars arranged by Nave Marg Foundation. To tell you in short, Nave Marg Foundation was basically established in December 2016 with a mission of actually giving back to the society whatever we are blessed with. And for me, being in this financial literacy passion, in the sense having a lot of passion as far as financial literacy is concerned, we thought that we have to start increasing the financial literacy level or the financial literacy rate as far as Goa is concerned. So we started conducting a lot of seminars across colleges, across higher secondary schools, as well as schools. And the results that we have obtained is tremendous. In fact, today, I must say that we are very, very proud that we have more than 500 students less than 21 years of age who have already started investing and are very, very disciplined as far as achieving their goals are concerned. And for me, it's like a very big satisfaction when I see a student saying that, yes, I will be disciplined and I want to be an asset to my parents and I want to be financially independent. And this goal can be reached very, very easily, provided the students are actually taught the basics about investing and saving. So now that we are going to be starting a new set of webinars, because from the lockdown that is in the last quarter, that is April, May, and June, we conducted a total of 15 master classes regularly on every Tuesday. And now in this quarter, that is starting from July 1st, that is today on the auspicious day of the Doctor's Day, we are actually going to be starting this Udaan program first, wherein this will actually give you wings to fly. And we are very, very fortunate that HDFC Mutual Fund, or you say HDFC Asset Management Company, has come forward to help us with this program as far as the series are concerned. So we will be conducting 3 such pro events and 3 such seminars for the next 3 Wednesdays, starting at 7 o'clock. And we are very, very happy that many, many students have actually joined us for this program. Let me tell you, the benefit will be tremendous, because even one idea learned from today can change your life forever. So I would suggest that you pay attention very carefully and note down, if in case you have any questions, you can put it on your chat box, or you can even type it out. Means later on, if we can get in touch through WhatsApp, you can even give your feedbacks on WhatsApp, because all of you will be having my number now personally. So we are very happy that today we are going to be launching this Udaan series. And the basic purpose of this entire program, which is going to be actually, now these three programs are going to be a part of Udaan. After that, we will be doing some sessions on
Arvind, Dr. Fernandez.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. That we are very much, I should say, blessed to have a trainer who is so passionate about training with almost 28 years of experience, and that too in the training field at various levels. And the main thing what we like about is he is very much passionate, as far as, like, I can say, like, even as far as like my passion is concerned, it's almost like matching, is basically to inspire and transform lives. And I'm quite sure after listening to this talk, you'll never miss out the second and the third series. The only thing I would request you all is pay attention, and if you can note down some points, and if you can find that some learnings from today, you can share it on the groups that we have created for all the students. You can share it on the groups, because sharing is actually learning. And what makes you rich is sharing your knowledge. So the more you share, the more richer you become. The more you keep it for yourself, it doesn't make any difference. So let's start and make difference to as many college students as possible as far as Goa is concerned. And we want to see that with your learnings, most of our youngsters get motivated to find their inner potential as well as their self-belief for today. So I'll hand over to Mihir. You can take over and you can start with the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Celso Fernandez. And good evening, everyone. Good evening, friends, and a very warm welcome to all of you. For this first part, the first series of Udaan. Before we start the program, I just hope that you and your near and dear ones, all of you, are safe. Yeah. And my name is Mihir Shah, and I'm from HDFC Asset Management Company Limited. So I manage the learning and development vertical here across the country. So a very warm welcome to all of you. And I'm sure that there would be some amount of learning that you're going to go back with in the next 30 minutes, which probably is going to be really, really useful to you, whether in your professional life or whether in your personal life. Yeah. And very interesting concepts that we may have heard in the past, but probably whether we are using those concepts or not for our personal growth, right? That's where the challenge lies. So, before I start the program and share the concepts with you, which is really going to help you take that flight, take that Udaan, okay, as you see on the screen, let me share with you first what are the key takeaways and what is going to be the learning outcome. What is it that you're going to go back with, okay, which you're going to use. So I'm going to share with you the key takeaways first. So in this series, the series 1 of Udaan, so we're going to have 3 series: series 1, series 2, and series 3. All right. So we are launching this as Udaan series 1 for you today. So there are three important components that we're going to be talking about today. Yeah, where we will talk about what do you mean by change, all right, and what do you mean by transformation. So both have a very, very different meaning. Okay. So change also has some meaning. Transformation also has some meaning. All right. Both are very different by nature, but both are very, very critical. Both are very, very crucial for our growth. All right. Then we will talk about another interesting concept, which is about self-belief. Right. What do you mean by self-belief, and how one can have that high self-belief, okay, if you have to really take that Udaan or take that flight, all right, and which is going to help you, okay, which will really help you to feel empowered and be self-driven also. When I say self-driven, it's all about being charged up. It's all about being motivated. So that's how it's going to help you. So this is what you're going to learn in the next 30 minutes. Now, before I start discussing about the concept, I want to share with you one very interesting video. Okay, so if you see the video, it says that these are those 7 critical, 7 crucial principles of leadership. But somehow I also feel that apart from these principles being applicable only to leaders or to the concept of leadership, I think these principles are applicable and useful for anyone, all right? For every individual, for every individual, these principles are extremely important, okay? Because that's going to help you facilitate your growth. That's going to help you facilitate your progress, which in turn is going to help you to take that Udaan or take that flight. So have a look at that video, enjoy the video, and then we take the conversation forward. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and very simple, basic concepts. All right, very, very simple that we understand. But the challenge is that are we actually using it? So if we really need to take that flight, you need to take that Udaan, you really want to facilitate your own growth, your own progress, okay? You cannot afford to neglect or compromise on any of these principles that I've just shared with you. So getting into the first concept, okay, if you want to take that Udaan, where we will talk about a very interesting concept called change versus transformation, okay? So when I talk about change, okay, typically change can be small and incremental. All right, it can be small and incremental, or it can be large also, and it can be complex also. But change is something, which needs to be constantly monitored and maintained. Okay, change is something which needs to be constantly monitored and maintained. Now when we talk about change, okay, change is about using external influences to modify your actions. Okay, change is about using external influences, I'm saying, to modify your actions so that you're able to achieve the desired results that you're looking at. Okay, so it's all about using external influences which will modify your action and help you to achieve that goal or the result that you're looking at. Now, on the other hand, a couple of things about change. At best, what change can do is change is going to fix your past. All right, change is going to fix your past. And another thing is that change is temporary and is reversible. Change is temporary and is reversible. Now, transformation, on the other hand, is usually large and significant. Is usually large and significant. And transformation typically is an internal fundamental change, okay, is an internal fundamental change in your beliefs or in your belief systems of why you perform certain actions or why you perform certain actions. Now, transformation, on the other hand, does not require any external influence to maintain. Okay, and because of its fundamental nature, because of its fundamental nature, transformation is more likely to be permanent and irreversible. Irreversible. So transformation is about modifying beliefs so that natural actions of yours will help you to achieve the desired results. Okay, desired results. So I'm saying change will fix your past, but transformation creates your future. Okay, and when you are in the change mode, it is the desire to improve the past that is going to direct you. Okay, that is going to direct you what you need to do, what you need to do. Now, when I'm talking about transformation, so if you're in the transformation mode, it is the future that will direct your actions. It is the future that will direct your actions. And only the limitation, of your imagination and courage will constrain those possibilities. The limitation of your courage and imagination will constrain your possibilities. Okay, so if I have to just talk about, just a quick recap, change is about external influences to modify actions and to achieve your desired results. It could be small, incremental, or large, or complex also, but it's something that needs to be constantly monitored and maintained. I told you. Change will fix your past. Okay, so when you're in the change mode, it is a desire to improve the past, which is going to direct you what you need to do. What you need to do. What is transformation? It's always large and significant, I told you. And it's an internal fundamental change in your belief system of why you're going to perform certain actions. It doesn't require any external influence to maintain. And because of its own fundamental nature, transformation is more likely to be permanent, I'm saying. And when you're in the transformation mode, I told you, it is the future that will direct our actions. and the limitation of your imagination and courage will constrain the possibilities. That is the difference between change and transformation. Now, as you can see, change and transformation are not the same. Okay, they are not the same. Both have a very, very different meaning altogether. But okay, they're not the same. But both of them, no, both of them play a different role and are extremely important and essential for you to be successful, or if you really need to sustain your business. So if you have to facilitate that growth, you have to facilitate your own progress, you got to be successful, both are extremely essential for you. Both have a different meaning, but both are extremely important for you. So if you see this, change is inevitable, but transformation is by your conscious choice. Your conscious choice. Change is temporary and reversible, but transformation is permanent and totally, completely irreversible. So on this note, let me share one interesting video with you about change, about transformation. And one thing I want to share with you out here is that even when we understand, what change means or what transformation means, right? We stop ourselves from going through this process. There's only one reason. There's only one reason why we stop ourselves. Because all of us know we are sitting in our comfort zone. The moment you step out of your comfort zone, believe me, life is going to be very, very different for you. Okay, life is going to be very, very different. I understand we are in a comfort zone because we've been doing certain things for donkey years, and because of that, we've got in a comfort zone. And the moment you step out of that comfort zone, you will experience some kind of difficulty, pain, obstacles, or challenges, which is perfectly okay. The best of people who have been successful in life have gone through all this. And there are so many examples you can think of. So have a look at this video, enjoy the video, and then we will talk about another concept after this. I hope you enjoyed this video. All right. And get involved, it says. The moment you're a part of the entire process, no, it's going to be less scarier. Yeah. So both are extremely important for you. If you have to take that Udaan, all right, or if you have to take that flight, you have to ensure that you're well versed with these concepts. Now, taking the conversation forward, all right, taking the conversation forward, and talking about a very, very important concept of self-belief. Okay. So if you see on the screen, when I talk about self-belief, what matters most is, how you see yourself. All right. How you see yourself. So typically, if we have to understand What is self-belief? Okay. It's about your own trust in your positive characteristics that you have. Okay. It's all about believing in yourself. It's all about having that kind of confidence that yes, you can make it. And it's all about self-worth. Okay. Now there's a difference between seeing is believing and believing is seeing. All right. So when we talk about self-belief, your belief in anything that you do, if it's extremely high, you can see it happening also. So success, when you talk about success, success requires that you believe in yourself 110%. Okay. 110%. Now for some people, self-belief comes very, very naturally. It just comes naturally. But for others, for whom it doesn't come naturally, not to worry. It can be learned, right? You can learn the concept, and probably it can take some time for you to master it, right? So there have been so many examples. I'll give you the example of the living legend of Bollywood, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. When he went for his first job interview, with All India Radio, he was rejected for the job because of his voice. But actually, if you see his voice is a strength, right? He never gave up. He always backed himself, all right? He also went through a lot of trouble, a lot of challenges when his company ABCL, it went bust. But he did not give up. He backed himself. I understand that Kaun Banega Crorepati, was the game changer for him. So if you see, even today at the age of 76, 77, the kind of movies that he's delivering is phenomenal. Is phenomenal. Even the Khans of Bollywood are not able to match up to him. So if you've seen his new movie, which has come on Amazon Prime, that Gulabo Sitabo, the movie is not that great, but the character that he has played is phenomenal. Okay, that's what self-belief is all about. I'll give you one more story out here. I'm sure all of us like watching cartoons. Okay, cartoons. Now, these cartoons that we're talking about, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Walt Disney was the one who created these cartoons. So a quick small story I want to share with you out here. It just came to my mind right now, so I thought I should share with you. So Walt Disney, he had a vision, he had a goal that he wanted to create a theme park. Okay. So that theme park is called Disneyland. Now, to create that theme park, he went and met a lot of people who could fund that project. They required a lot of money to create it. So when he was explaining the entire concept, people thought that it's a loss-making proposition, and they refused to go ahead with him. But somehow, no, this man, Walt Disney, he went and made that theme park, Disneyland. Now, the day it was open to everyone, there was an inaugural ceremony, okay, and it was open to everyone. You name the people, be it from Hollywood, from the business community, you name the people. Everyone was present, okay, but there was one person who was missing on that particular day, and that was Walt Disney himself. Okay, the reason he was not there was because he was dead. He was dead. Now, everyone who came up to the stage to say a few words about him, everyone had one thing in common to say, where they said that I wish Walt was here to see his dream. Okay, and people are clapping away to glory. Now, the last person who came up on the stage was his wife, and she had something very different to say. Okay, it stunned the audience, and the audience actually stood up and started giving her a standing ovation. So she came and said that, ladies and gentlemen, I do not agree with any of you. Okay, I do not agree with any of you. She said that saw it then, Walt saw it then, because of which you're seeing it now. Which means Walt's belief in the concept of Disneyland was so high that he could see it happening. And that's what self-belief is all about. The moment you back yourself, the moment you believe in yourself, the moment you believe in what you want to do, right? I can guarantee you, no one can stop you from achieving what you want to in life. If you have to take that Udaan, Okay, you have to back yourself. And there's only one person responsible for your success. That's you. One person responsible even for your failure, and that's you. Even if you fail, failure is not the end of the world. It means there's another door of opportunity waiting for you. You just need to rise up again and start all over again. So probably, I understand the current reality for all of us is that we are going through a global pandemic where there's a lot of uncertainty. Okay, we are in the lockdown phase, which is opening up gradually, but yet we have adapted ourselves to what's going on. So the moment you back yourself, you believe in yourself, no, I can guarantee you it's not going to do any harm to you, but it's going to only take you forward, only facilitating your growth, your progress. So why is self-belief important? Okay. Self-belief, again, can be defined as confidence in your own skin, abilities, or your own judgment. Now, it is important because it's such an important quality to have, as without the ability to believe in your own worth and actions, no, you may struggle to reach your full potential and live a less fulfilling life. Okay, everyone's got potential. You have that potential, I have that potential. It's all about identifying that potential, believing in our own potential, and going forward. Okay, that's what self belief is all about. Now, even as I made a statement earlier that for some people, no, self-belief comes naturally, but for some people it can be learned. So if you have to, have that unshakable self-belief, there are ways of doing it. So these are these key points which you need to remember. Okay. So first thing, you have to win in your mind first. If you have to increase your self-belief, you might be naturally confident, all right, but enormous obstacles can shake your faith. So this process of winning in the mind develops great courage to overcome any kind of a challenge. So you will confidently find victory in daily small wins with a lot of grace also, until that mission that you want to accomplish, no, has been accomplished. So you have to win in your mind first, then uncover the cause of the temporary disbelief that we carry. Okay, so examine your strengths, limitations, and the reality of your situation honestly every single day. Okay, so some days you may not believe in yourself, which is perfectly okay. But if you can unpack and see where that temporary disbelief is rooted, where is it coming from, you will identify what is needed to move forward. So probably you may have to have a different strategy. Okay, so uncover that cause of temporary disbelief. Be maniacal in your beliefs. If it's odd that we need a third party opinion to believe in our mission, our visions in life, so that doesn't have to be the case. Okay, so believe in your concept, or believe in whatever you're doing in life, or like you're crazy, and believe me, it's going to be very, very different. Okay, stay enthusiastic. So unshakable belief comes from experience. Failure is a part of getting to that next step, and it is okay if you fail also. I'm telling you, it is okay to fail, but it is just a learning that you're going through. And if that is going to help you to keep moving to the next level, why not? Then develop your competence, I said. Okay, ensure that the competencies that you have, you keep working on that. You keep working on the skill sets that you've got. There's a beautiful concept called the SWOT analysis. SWOT. So S stands for strengths, W is for weaknesses, O is for opportunities, and T is for threats. At least once in a year, no, if you sit down and do the SWOT analysis of yours, believe me, it can make a lot of difference to you. A lot of difference to you. Then focus on the positive. All right. So no one is you, and that's your power. No one is you, and that's your power. Okay. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? Who will believe in you? So confidence is contagious. confidence is contagious. People want to be around those who exude confidence and a sense of purpose. Okay, don't get hung up to your failures. Okay, don't get hung up on your failures. You just need to learn the lessons. And the mind is very, very powerful. Okay, it believes what you're going to feed into it. And the more you focus now, the more you focus and concentrate on the positives that you carry, the better you will stay focused on your goals, which is going to help you to perform to your true potential and just ignore those negative people around you, right? So keep working at it. That's another important point, that if you don't master your mind will master you and will sabotage your purpose or whatever you have in mind that you want to do, and set the right expectations. You can't go into anything expecting that you're going to be you're going to succeed overnight. All right. So it is okay. And don't think that you're not going to make any mistakes. Even if you make a mistake, it is perfectly okay, because that's what's going to help you to learn. All right. And the moment you get to learn from that, you're going to keep moving forward. So these are those important things which I thought that, I should share with you. Even if your self-belief is not there, all right, if you have to learn about it, these are those important points. Think about it. Okay. At any point of time, the best thing is that you need to write down your beliefs. Okay. Whatever you believe in, write it down. Also write down what is stopping you, or what's coming in your way. Those temporary disbeliefs that I spoke about, write it down. So every time you think, you can just go back to those statements, read those statements, and start even reading those positives that you carry about yourself. And it's going to be a very, very different game altogether for you. That is the beauty. So on that note, I'm going to share with you one video. Okay. It's a 6-minute video. It's a little long, but I really found it very, very useful. And I really thought that whatever we've spoken about right now, about change, about transformation, about self-belief, which is going to help you to empower yourself and stay motivated. Okay. This video really sums up the entire conversation that I'm having with you right now. One last thing I want to share with you before I share the video with you, that you have to be self-driven. You have to be motivated. So I hear a lot of time people coming and telling me that I went for this motivational program and I really got motivated. Okay. Good if you did that. But the level of motivation will last exactly for 14 days. On the 15th day, your battery will get discharged. Only one person can drive you. That's you. There's only one person who can motivate you. That's you. There's one person who's responsible for your success and your failure, and that's you. No one else is responsible. You have to walk the talk. You will have to ensure that you do it for yourselves. Okay. So have a look at this video, which I'm sharing with you, and then we take it forward.
You're a human being, the greatest of all the creations of God, especially all of you sub 25 who are sitting here. I don't want any one of you sub 25 sitting here to believe you're here for ordinary things in life. You're not here for ordinary things in life. The Vedas has one prescription for all of us. Lift yourself so that you can lift others. You have to believe, every one of you who is sub 25 here, with the prime time of your life ahead of you, you got to believe that you'll do something spectacular with your life. You're not here to be lost in a statistical entity. You're a human being. An ordinary barrister, ordinary selfish barrister. He was convinced Britishers should rule India. He wanted to earn in a foreign currency. Went and settled in South Africa to earn in rands. Was living for me, mine, myself. And the moment he identified a goal larger than himself, The transformation of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi to Mahatma Gandhi transformed the whole world, which means inside one human being, there is power to transform the rest of the world. An ordinary school teacher who did not even believe she had the capabilities to become the headmistress of a school, went on to build missionaries of charities known to the world as Mother Teresa, feeding over 4 million people in 140 countries in the world, even much after her death. A carpenter's son and a shepherd till 30. And in 3 years' time, Jesus Christ was able to author one of the largest revolutions in the world. A university dropout in Steve Jobs was able to revolutionize the way technology operates even today. Our lifestyles have been changed. Every day we are seeing around us. And Azim Premji transforming a Shiakai company into a world-respected Wipro. Five people starting Infosys, and after several years, not able to even draw from their own organization what employees get paid. Still, a world-famous Infosys was built. That power of a human being, that potential of a human being is sleeping inside each one of you. To think that we are all here, struggling in our day-to-day life, to be lost as a statistical entity in the world population, that your birth was not noticed, the way you live will not be noticed, and your death also will not be noticed, that we will just exist, is not for a human being. Certain speeches are born out of certain lives. Certain lives are born out of certain speeches. I'm talking out of experience. I know where I was. I know where I am. And not because I am special. A human being is special. In my case, my potential has started manifesting. In some of your case, it has not yet manifested. In some of their case, it has already manifested. The only difference between us is manifested potential and unmanifested potential. That's all. There is no human being without a potential. You just have to discover that magic. Somewhere you have to believe you're here for something very meaningful beyond me, mine, myself. The beliefs you hold at the beginning of a journey define the journey. I want each one of you to believe. I don't care what your age is. Christ began at 30. Prophet began at 40. Abraham Lincoln began at 52. Colonel Sanders established Kentucky Fried Chicken at 65. George Bernard Shaw, when he was in his 90s, broke his hand. 90s. You know why? At 90, he realized, I've never climbed a tree in my life, and decided to try. And he fell down. At 90, he was ready to explore life. So there is no age to be awakened in life. You just have to make this decision. My entire past was over with the sunrise. Your entire future begins today. The question is, from here, how am I going to live the rest of my life? And that's the challenge we take up. The beliefs I hold in the beginning of a journey define the journey. Even if one of you sitting here who walked into this program thinking you're one more person, and if that one of you from this program can leave from here saying that in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, I will not be one more person. I will be the person. I will be a role model. I will create a social reformation. I will lift myself so much that I will be able to lift people around. If one of you can, this program has achieved this objective. And I'm searching for that one person somewhere sitting here.
So I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and whatever we've discussed very nicely, in a very subtle way, it has been summed up in this video. So just to do a quick recap, all right, so that was my last slide actually. Okay, so do a quick recap. What we spoke about was change. We spoke about transformation. how the two of them are different. Okay, how the two of them were different, but at the same time, they both are very, very important for us, because that's going to help you to be successful, and that's going to help you to sustain also. Right. At the same time, we spoke about the power of having a very high self belief. I told you that some people have it naturally, and for people who do not have it naturally, it can be learned also, for which I shared those steps with you, those pointers with you. And that is going to help you. That is going to help you to get yourself really empowered, keep yourself focused, concentrated, and keep yourself driven. At the same time, be motivated also. So that is what we had to share with you in the first part of the Udaan series. And I really hope that you're going back with some value add in this short 30-minute webinar. Okay. So I really hope that at HDFC Asset Management, we've been able to add some value to you, which is going to help you take that flight, which is going to help you to take that Udaan and keep moving forward, facilitating your own growth and your own progress. Yeah. So thank you so much for being a part of this webinar, and looking forward to, doing the second series of Udaan very soon. Right. So I will hand it over back to Dr. Celso Fernandez now.
Yes, thank you, Mihir. It was an enriching experience, and especially I should say the videos were really, really transformational. Even for me, it was a great learning. The start and the end, both of it were too good. Especially the flight of the eagle as well as Mahatriya's talk was terrific. In fact, I myself have taken down a lot of notes, and I will definitely want to watch it again.
Sure.
Now that it's going to be uploaded, we will try and upload it on our YouTube channel.
Sure.
Because most of them will 100% want to watch this full video again. That I can give guarantee. Because we will be getting feedbacks on WhatsApp also. They have really enjoyed this program and they've learned a lot of things. And I'm 100% they'll all want to watch this video again.
Sure.
And from my side, I would say a very, very big thank you. It was a very good attendance also today. We had a very good attendance. But we are going to see to it that from the next program, we will have double this number. Because what my request is to all the participants who have come today, if each one can motivate one and change the life of another one, then you will start becoming a leader. So if you want to inspire others, you need to start learning yourself first, enrich yourself. And with that positive frame of mind, you will definitely be able to make a difference to other people's lives. In fact, whatever you mentioned as far as your self-belief is concerned, yes, even I have experienced it. And when you started when Mahatriya started sharing the story of Mahatma Gandhi, in fact, I was very much inspired because I had a lot of readings about his books, and his life has actually made me also being able to take up this leadership as far as financial literacy is concerned. Because in our case, like my strong belief is financial literacy is the only weapon that can eradicate corruption. And if I tell you the fact, it is required, and it is the one of the subjects which is not introduced into our education. And myself being a retired dental surgeon, let me tell you, I've lost almost 20 years of my investment career, and I started investing only at the age of 40. And within 10 years, I have been able to become financially free only by following the rules. But if this was taught to us when we were in college, when we were in school, we would have been much, much better off. But I don't know why in our entire school curriculum, financial literacy is not included. We have all other education. We have moral education. We have sports education. We have everything. But why is financial literacy not included? That is my item. So my mission is, and I have a strong belief that yes, financial literacy can definitely change the whole society. And the way we look at money, because today, if you see, money is the root cause of all evil. If you check and see, all the problems that the families face are all because of money problems. But if you learn how to manage this devil, automatically you can enjoy life much better.
True.
So with this program, I would definitely like to end it up by saying a very, very big thank you to all the participants, a very big thank you to HDFC Asset Management Company, and to you specially, because your experience and your way of organizing it was terrific. In fact, I was myself inspired. So that itself made a big difference. And I'm 100%, the earlier you can send us the recording of this video clearly, because in our case, slight this was there. We will upload it on our YouTube channel. and I'm giving you guarantee all of them will want to watch it again, 100%.
Sure.
So thank you once again, and looking forward for another great session on next Wednesday, same time. The link will be sent to all the participants, and requesting all the participants today who have attended to please actually try to reach out to more of your friends and see to it that each one bring one. If you do that itself, it will be a double impact for the next meeting. So if you can just help us by reaching out and telling your other friends who have still not enrolled to get yourself enrolled, especially among the college students. We want to see to it that you build up your momentum so that you can start performing better. So thank you once again to each and every one of you, and have a great evening today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez. You please stay back. So thank you everyone
Yep.
for coming for this webinar, and please stay safe, stay home, and take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Arvind? 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 Arvind?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
हो गया, बंद किया?
1 second.